Hello, today we are in acupuncture clinic, Duo Health. I'm talking to David Hennessy about some very interesting opportunities for you to check your health. Hi David.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, yeah, actually afternoon.
Yeah.
Tell me what the acupuncture is. Why did you start this business?
I suppose I'm passionate about acupuncture and Chinese medicine. I just find acupuncture is excellent for a whole range of treatments, and it complements Western medicine very good. It also has its own, for some conditions like insomnia, headaches, aches and pains, irritable bowel syndrome, just to name a few. It seems to give excellent results, much faster than Western medicine, more effective and faster results. So I suppose I'm very passionate with Chinese medicine, love what I do, and
That's the reason.
yeah.
Just like what you just help. Is it more about helping people, or is it just about finding alternatives for people to get better health?
Chinese medicine is more about preventative maintenance rather than someone being sick and coming to you. So we work a lot with people that smoke. That's excellent for Chinese medicine. Is excellent for smoking, and you're trying to help people before they get sick, or anything from headaches to irritable bowel syndrome to insomnia. You're trying to help people get a faster, more effective result rather than dependent on Western medicine the whole time.
So it's based on the idea that prevention is cheaper than healing.
Exactly.
Is it?
Exactly.
Okay. And how does it exactly work? How does the acupuncture? Because you combine acupuncture with hypnotherapy, right? How does it work? What do you use to actually measure people's results?
What makes my business unique is I use a multidisciplined approach by using acupuncture first and foremost, with hypnotherapy for such things as smoking, weight loss, fertility, cancer and that. We also use acupuncture and physical therapy for aches and pains. What's also unique to my business, I use a software called Accugraph, and Accugraph is the science behind the acupuncture. And basically this allows the patient to see on a weekly basis how well they're progressing by seeing their charts on a bar chart. So if someone's suffering from headaches, which could be a problem with the liver function, they can see the chart improving on a week-to-week basis, so that we know at any one point that we're progressing and not going backwards.
So this is the results that you've shown me. This is what we can find on the web, right? And you can see here that there's a different condition of different organs. So looking from the left is lungs, and then what is this? What is the next one?
Pericardium.
Okay.
Heart, small intestine, move along into large intestine, spleen, liver, lungs, kidneys, stomach, and that. So this is an acugraph, as a test, the results of an acugraph test, and what it's basically given is a typical smoker's results. So you can see here their lungs are probably running at probably 30, maybe 40% efficiency. Their heart, because it's beating 10,000 times a day more than a person who doesn't smoke,
wow,
is working that harder the whole time just to try to oxygenate the.
So it's generally it's being used more than it would be.
Exactly.
And it's
it's working harder.
Like car parts, they use quicker when they work harder. So
exactly.
If you don't care about your health, your heart, it works too hard and it uses faster. Yeah?
Exactly. So we move on to small intestine. You see there's an excess again with the small intestine. It's red, and basically this person might have problems with constipation or diarrhea, maybe both, maybe irritable bowel syndrome. So this is always a result of a typical smoker: lungs, heart, small intestine. Then we come to spleen, and the spleen is to do with energy levels in Chinese medicine. As you can see, this person's spleen is running about 7%. So there's very little energy running through, and this person, for example, is sleeping a lot during the day, doesn't have the energy to get on with life as such. There's also issues around the kidney and liver. the liver detoxes, the main detoxer in the body, and it can't detox as much as it should do. And then, although the stomach says green on the right, it is on the high side, on the border high side, on the excess side, and it's probably something to do with maybe stomach reflux. So I suppose to summarise, this person came in to me for smoking, thinking there'd be issues with their lungs. As it transpired, there was issues with the heart, small intestine, stomach, and energy levels. So it's a big wake-up call for this client.
What I find very interesting and exciting is actually that people don't really believe in prevention, but if they're aware of the condition of their body at a daily basis, then they can make their own decision whether they want to change something or not. What I find very interesting and exciting is that you can actually see what's your condition of every organ. You can come and check yourself. It takes 2 minutes, right?
It takes 2 minutes to check, yeah.
Yeah, we did it last week or 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
These are actually my results. As you can see, all green, they're good because I take care of my health. I believe in prevention, so instead of worrying what will happen if I get sick, I prevent the disease at early stage by living healthy and making some small changes in my lifestyle. And this way I can be assured that I'm never going to develop chronic diseases like cancer, like heart attacks and other chronic diseases that people are dealing with right now. Because what happens to your liver, right, is that when it drops down to less than 33-34%, then when your body can no longer fight with the disease. Interesting thing, when your liver capacity or functionality is 40%, you feel exactly the same as if it was 98%. You don't feel the difference. That's how powerful organ liver is. And as you said, in Chinese medicine is the most important organ.
In Western medicine, the heart is the most important, is seen as the most important organ. In Chinese medicine, the liver is seen as the most important organ.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, both are very important organs. We have to take care of them if you want to live healthy and long. We should definitely check it out. So I find this very, as I said, this is something unique. You cannot see that anywhere else. And people can come to you and basically take the test.
Exactly. 2 minutes to take the test and a 10-minute conversation afterwards.
It's not invasive. You don't have to put any needles inside you. It's just a small device that checks a few points in your hand and in your foot, and then you can see straight away on your computer screen how are you doing. And then what would be the next step if you see, okay, my liver or my lungs are a little bit too much or too just the energy is not there, like in spleen 2 here in this patient 6% of capacity. Yeah, it's nothing, so there's no energy. So what's the next step?
I suppose the next step then is we would make out a treatment plan, and I would probably say if it's just smoking, the smoking plan is 2 hours with myself, but because there's so many issues here, we would, once a person is off the cigarettes, we would work then on the spleen and we'd work on the stomach, and probably 4, 5, 6 sessions, and we could see on a weekly basis the improvements, the energy levels in the spleen going up, the stomach, the excess in the stomach and the heart coming back down, and we get as close as possible to these green columns here.
A lot of people wants to quit smoking as a part of the New Year resolution.
Yeah.
But tell me, how effective is the therapy for quitting smoking?
Well, the percentages are, if you try to give up cigarettes by yourself, you have a 6% chance. If you use Nicorette, that is about 8%. If you use Chinese herbs by themselves, it's about 15%. Acupuncture is about 30%. And hypnosis is about 70%.
Wow.
So I do the hypnosis, the acupuncture and the herbs. Surely, I don't know. The most important thing is, it's probably 90+%.
Wow, that's huge.
But the most important thing is the client. They have to want and need to give up the cigarettes, and hopefully in the consultation, when they see their graph, they understand why they need to give up the cigarettes, the need to give up cigarettes, and the want is there as well.
And you mentioned that if someone has those beads in the ears, what happens when you try to smoke? Does it affect that?
Exactly, because the acupuncture then works overnight, and if you try to have a cigarette the next day, you will feel nauseous because because the beads in your ears are detoxing the body, and they're also increasing the functionality and the capacity of your lungs overnight. So if you try to have a cigarette, the smoke is aiding out to the lungs, it's not expecting it, and you will feel nauseous. You try it a day or two later, the nausea gets worse, and eventually, if you try it a week later, there's a possibility of getting physically sick.
Wow, so it seems like very, very effective therapy.
Exactly.
If I was smoking myself, I would definitely try it. So I recommend that you will just basically, if you want to quit smoking, that might be your last final attempt to finally do that. Right? Tell me, David, how important do you believe is the diet in daily lifestyle? How important to our general health as an expert in the natural medicine? How would you say how diet? How major role does it play, and how important it is?
I would say diet as well as exercise. I find diet is huge. It's very important, and I would tell the person about their breakfast, dinner, tea, the use of water, their 2 litres of water a day. Although I'm not a dietitian, I would talk to the person as much as best and as much knowledge as I can. With diet and exercise, following your acupuncture treatment is the only way forward. Again, preventative maintenance. Over the past 6 months or so, I've been using a product called Monavi, and I've noticed that my health has improved, my energy levels have increased. I did have some bit of arthritis around my knuckles and that's all gone. And it's certainly something like Monavi has contributed to me feeling better and have more energy, and I've also introduced it to all my family, and they all can see the benefits as well.
Yeah, this is kind of it's one of the options to improve the diet is this supplementation. So obviously health supplements like Monavi can contribute to that. I've been using that product myself for 1.5 years now, and I find it very, very good. I find it really beneficial. But there's a lot of things you can look for in the market. There's a lot of natural medicine, herbs, different kind of juices like Monavi, for example, with acai berry. But there's a lot of things that you can look for. But one of the things definitely is what you should look for is a prevention.
Exactly.
And when there is a problem, also natural medicine can help you as an alternative. And how does it work when, for example, someone has some kind of chronic problem already and already is some kind of taking some kind of medicines or part of the traditional Western medicine? Is it contradictory to what you do, or can you combine it together?
No, you certainly you can combine it, and I do it every day of the week. Chinese medicine complements Western medicine to give faster and more effective results for the client.
Okay, fantastic. I think it's very, very interesting what you said, and people don't realize how important it is the prevention. But again, everything you do in daily discipline, your daily disciplines really creates your reality. And if you have those small mistakes, they make huge difference, because if we don't take care of our bodies, if we don't take care of our organs, then at some stage in life we develop problems like cancer and heart attacks, strokes. All those problems can be avoided by making those small changes in our life.
Exactly.
And when there is a problem, we have to deal with the problem. I think acupuncture plus hypnotherapy plus all those natural medicine that you're using is fantastic alternative for people. So, so David, thank you very much.
Thank you, Michael.
I hope people learn something from it.
Yeah.
It's Christmas time. If you're thinking about a good present, someone wants to quit smoking, just think of David and contact and book your free consultation.
Yeah,
Thanks very much.
Thank you. Cheers, Mike.